Hey y'all. Hey. I am about to eat. So I thought, why not turn the live on? So I guess today I'm gonna be mukbanging. I'm mukbanging. So what do I have to eat? I ordered some IHOP. Oh, y'all can't see that. I ordered some IHOP. So I have the veggie omelet with spinach and mushroom. Mmm. So good morning, Jared Talks, Boss Lady Denise. Welcome in, welcome in. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Um, and I got some pancakes. No, I didn't get orange juice. I wanted to try something different. I'm gonna show you what I got. Okay, so I got some pancakes with my omelet. And y'all, when I order stuff like this, I can't eat the whole thing. So I don't know how I'm gonna mukbang, okay? Sometimes I be watching some mukbangers and I be like, how they eat all that? What are they putting all that? But this is in no way, shape, or form promoting gluttony or any eating habits that you are working on. So if you are dealing with anything that has to do with eating habits, I suggest you click off. Um, and that's coming from someone that has had to deal with that in the past. That's coming from somebody who actually went through having a ED. So I don't want to trigger anybody um, into getting back into that slump. So I wanted to try something different. Did I bring my receipt over here? They had a blue raspberry, I think, lemonade. So, Jared, you know what? I was like, I'm going to give it a go. I'm not supposed to be drinking fountain drinks, but Frugal Mama! Oh, hold up. No. Tashia, I'm going to get it. I got to get used to it. Life with Tashia. I'm gonna get used to it, so please don't hold it against me. I'm gonna get used to it. So y'all, I'm not supposed to be drinking fountain drinks, but I couldn't resist. Raspberry, I'm saying raspberry lemonade. I've been having a rough few days. Okay, let me tell y'all, I've been having a rough few days. I don't know if y'all notice or not, but every time I start to get in the rhythm of doing something, and I don't talk about it much, but I do have a little bit of ADHD, and I do have a little bit of. I feel I've been self-diagnosed as I think I do have a little bit of autism because when I was growing up, I used to sit and suck my thumb. It was just certain things that I did. Now that I look back on it, I'm like, why was I not diagnosed? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I've been having a rough few days, and I have noticed that every time I start to get better at something or really be excited about something, something or somebody tries to get in the way of that. So when I try to do things when everybody else is asleep, I take it as a personal attack when you purposely start getting up and start getting in the way of what I'm doing, or when you purposely suddenly need me at that moment when usually everybody would be asleep at that moment, or when you purposely start to kind of throw little shots and little daggers at me or whatever. So I'm I'm working on myself. I'm working on myself. But y'all don't have to sit in this whole life. I know my people who really, ride with me. So I just really wanted to do a live because I really need to work on my watch hours. And like I said before, I went from being in like over 1,000 watch hours to now I'm like at 820. And I'm like, how did it drop so drastically when now I have more interaction and more views? I don't understand that. But I don't like to pray on camera, y'all. Amen. So what I've started to notice is like when I started doing Baby Cinco's breakfast in the morning, that was when everybody would be asleep. I would get Baby Cinco up and get him started to get him ready, and then suddenly it became an issue. Um, then when I started going over to the homestead in the morning to do a video, so that way I knew that even if somebody wake up or whatever, I could still continue my video, still get that content out there. Then that became an issue. Um, when I was doing my exercise in the morning, I would go outside while everyone is asleep. Then suddenly now, I'm not gonna say too much because I know people who don't support the channel still watch the channel. But it's been a lot going on, and I really feel like it's a shame that we live in a society where people want to use you, but at the same time they want to attack the very thing that could possibly be a help to everyone. That's just like somebody who always borrow money from you, but they're getting in the way of you actually being able to go to work. You see what I'm saying? Am I making any sense? Like, uh, what you make at work helps to benefit the whole family, but at the same time, they're gonna keep disturbing you or nagging at you or getting on you or making you lose focus when you're trying to work. That's weird to me. What's the topic for today? Nothing. Nothing. As usual, I'm going to go over a little bit of my German, but that's just because I'm sitting here eating, and that's just one of the things that I do when I am just sitting in my room. Is I bring out my folder. Some of my pages don't fill out, but I bring out my folder and I go over some of my words, including my new words, which we are now learning 11 through 20. I know elf is 11 and zvelf is 12. Hello. What did Shira say this morning? Um, Bilingual hello. Can't tell me nothing. Y'all, I put a little bit of syrup on my I put a little bit of syrup on my omelet. Don't judge me, judge yourself. But I'm really not going to talk about a specific topic or anything. I just want to come on here and start mukbanging. Because I need to get my hours up, y'all. I need to mukbang. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I hope it's the God in me that you see. I really do. Um, so I wanted to study a little bit of my German so we know the days of the week. Y'all know Wednesday is my favorite day, and I was made to miss my favorite day yesterday. Like I said, sometimes the enemy just get in the way, but we gonna stay on it though. So we know Wednesday is mitzvah, but we gonna start with Monday, Montag, Dienstag, mitzvah, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag, Sonntag. Can't tell me nothing. And counting from 0 to 10. No, no, I'm sorry to hear that. From 0 to 10. Null, ein, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, zehn, elf, zwölf, dreizehn. I'm trying not to look at the paper, y'all. Dreizehn, Um, Wirsen, Funsen, Sechsen, Siebsen, Achsen, Neunsen. Can't get 20. Zigzag, Zweizig. I gotta look at the paper. Ah, Zwanzig. Zwanzig. 20. I'm sorry, I don't do shout outs. I'm sorry. I can call you by your channel name that's right here. Dunkmeyer 726. So y'all, we know our days of the week and we know how to count in German. Should I book my flight to Berlin now, or I'm just saying. We know how to say please and thank you. Bitte, danke, bitte, danke. What else? What sauce is this? Bitte, danke. Ja, nein. This is, it smells like butter, but it smells like the type of butter that you would get like for some seafood or something. So they gave me whipped butter and melted butter. Let's throw it on there. I've had a rough week, and today is Thursday, so let's just go on and do it. So, like I said, if you got something to do or whatever, I'm not asking, I'm begging nobody to be up in here. I'm just trying to increase my watch hours, y'all. So even if you just let me run in the background, I would really appreciate it. But I'm gonna have to start doing something different, and I see that people eating is a thing. So yeah. Do I gotta like slurp and stuff? Null, ein, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, zehn, elf, zwölf, dreizehn, vierzehn, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Why do I keep forgetting 20? Zwanzig. Zwanzig. That's the one I really got to work on, y'all. Zwanzig. Wie geht es dir? How are you? Wie geht es dir? Wie geht es dir? How are you? Sehr gut. Sehr gut. Und dir? And you? Y'all, should I book my plane to Germany now, or should I wait till after I do my PIMSR? So here's the thing. I'm gonna wait until I have kind of gotten to the point where I have a pretty good vocabulary with the German. And then that's when I'm going to order the pencil. You know why? Because I don't want to feel like I'm wasting money. I honestly do not want to. That's the thing that motivates me. I don't like feeling like I'm wasting money. So I eventually want to get the Pimsleur. Um, but even when I get Pimsleur, I have to study it with different. Like I have to have different ways to study. Like I said, I have like a little ADHD or something. I be all over the place. I told y'all, if I get bored with one language, I'll just move on to the next. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I am honestly that person that will get bored and want to learn something else. And then I just come back to it later. So with German, I want to get to the point where I can speak, understand, and read um, like basic conversation. And then I want to order the Pimsleur um, course, and I want to get better with Pimsleur. I'm going to see. Like I said, am I supposed to be slurping this or something? Let me know. I'm mukbanging. Y'all, I'm trying to get better with putting out my content, but like I said, it seems like every time I go and think I'm actually doing something productive, something gets in the way. Now my in-laws back in town. Now I don't have access to my kitchen the way I used to. I can still wake up at 5 and kind of fix. I started to call my son his real name. Fix Cinco his breakfast. However, I can't go live because I don't want to wake nobody up. Y'all, I forgot I got Odom's Homestead playing in the background. I'm actually letting his playlist run, and I just happened to see a little glare. That's him and J3GS. But this is actually Odom's Homestead's playlist, and I'm just letting his playlist run today. I do that sometimes, y'all. I just go to y'all playlist and just let it run. So, with that being said, I don't want to be the type that always has an excuse or whatever the case may be. So that's why today I just said, you know what? I'm not going to let whatever stumbling block is trying to come up against me, I'm not going to let it stop me. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do something. I'm going to turn the camera on and do something. From the US of A. Ah! And I'm a Georgia girl. Got my Georgia peaches on. But that's where I'm from. Where the Most High takes me now, that's a different story because I have plans. Ever since I went through my journey, I want to travel. I want to see the world. I want to experience other cultures. I want to love on people. I just, I want to experience new things. I feel like just being here is stagnant. Like I'm just stagnant, stuck. Um, I guess it would help me if I put my glasses on, huh? Good morning, Shiki baby. We done made it up to 20 now. Shout out to Riverdale and Savannah, Georgia. Okay, I see you. I see you. I've never maybe that should be one place that I go is Savannah, Georgia. I've heard that that is a nice place to visit. And my parents actually have visited Savannah, Georgia a few times. And I think my brother and his wife. But yeah, shout out to them. I'm deep country, so Shiki baby, guess what? We done added on. So now we went from 0 to 10 to 11 to 20. Well, we still working on it because every time I get to 20, it's like I get stuck. Matter of fact, let me pull my paper out. No, no. Ein, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, zehn. Elf, 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 zwölf, dreizehn. Let's see, dreizehn, vierzehn, 15, 16, 17. That's a little tricky because they're adding zen on the end of them, but then when you get this seep, it's seepsin, so it knocks off the seepin. It's well, whatever. Seepsin, oxen, neunzen, and zwanzig, zwanzig, zwanzig. Y'all, I'm learning. We learning together. We learning. I said I was from Georgia. I didn't say I was from Atlanta. Yeah, it's a lot of people that I've come across that tell me that they have gone to Savannah. Um, and I want to go. As a matter of fact, one day I was a little sad because I kept expressing how much I wanted to visit Savannah, Georgia. And when I was expressing that, nobody in the room was talking about Savannah, Georgia. Nobody was. It wasn't even on anybody's radar. Do you know by the end of like that summer, everybody who was in that room took a trip to Savannah. And I was like, why y'all take my idea, but nobody thought to include me in the. And I just said, never mind. Thank you. So I was like, that was kind of messed up. I guess I'm the hood friend, you might want to say, because at one time I kept expressing how I want to go to a vegan restaurant. And I noticed that a friend of mine who went to school with me kept posting about how she was visiting these different vegan restaurants and everything. And I was like, next time you go, hit me up. I want to go. So she got me all hype and everything. And then when I got to her house to pick her up, because I'm always the friend that's picking up and driving everybody else around. But anyway, so when I got there to pick her up, she was like, nah, we ain't going to no vegan restaurant. You gonna eat this vegan food that I just did, and I got a brownie that's vegan, and I got tacos that's vegan. I wanted to experience going to the vegan restaurant. So I was like, dog, another one bites the dust. I was like, so you've been all on social media talking about how you visiting these vegan restaurants and stuff, and then when I said I wanted to go, then all of a sudden you want me to just eat your nasty vegan food. So So, with that being said, it was a spot that opened called Slutty Vegan. Y'all probably heard of it. So I was like, I know that'll be a ride, and I know that'll be a line. It'll take me a while to get there, and I have to stand in line when I get there. But I want to go. I don't like going places by myself, so I'm like, hey, anybody want to go to Slutty Vegan with me? And everybody was like, yeah, I always have wanted to visit that place. I always have wanted to visit that place. I was like, well, let's ride out. Let's do it. Let's go together. They went without me. They went with their police friends. So I guess since I didn't have the title of being on the force, I was not included, but it was my idea. Why would somebody take the time to put all that in the chat and be sitting here watching the whole video? I don't understand. It's all good though. So let's go over these numbers one more time because like I said, I'm going to get 11 through 20 this week. And we are already at donors tag. Pardon me, I almost said it in English. We are today is donors tag. What it is donors tag. And we are going to get 11 through 20 because I feel like we already got 0 through 10. Y'all, and I'm the type where when I learn something, I'm gonna get on everybody's nerves with it. I'm gonna be like walking around the house like, no, ein, zwei, drei, no, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, zehn, elf, zwölf, dreizehn, vierzehn, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. We gonna get it. We are gonna get it. I still got Odom's Homestead playing in the background. That was when he was doing Get It Off Your Chest Thursdays. So I got his playlist just running basically. What they say, thumbnail. So this week, I've really been concentrating on trying to get that 11 through 20. 11 through 20. 11, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 14, 15, 15. One of my twins. um, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20. By the end of the week, we're gonna be able to add some new words to our German Dutch vocabulary. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited. Every time I learn something new, I get excited. Y'all, I'm already getting full. How can I be mukbanging and I get full easy? I still got a lot to go. How can I get full easy and I'm supposed to be mukbanging? So let's go over the numbers one more time. Null, eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, zehn, elf, zwölf, dreizehn, vierzehn, fünfzehn, sechzehn, siebzehn, achtzehn, neunzehn, zwanzig, zwanzig, zwanzig. I said it that time without looking. I had to look after I said it to make sure I said it right, but I said it that time without looking. Can't tell me nothing. Days of the week: Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag, Sonntag. Please and thank you. Bitte, danke, yes, no, ja, nein. Um, how are you? Um, wie geht es dir? I think that's how I say it. Wie geht es? Wie geht es dir? Sehr gut. Sehr gut. I'm gonna have to go and help my mother-in-law. Sehr gut und dir. Sehr gut und dir. So we are going to continue to work on or practice our numbers from 0 to 20. And I am going to go and help my mother-in-law and and hopefully these eating videos pick up so I can get some watch hours. Thank you. But y'all know how I do it. Until next time, gracias por ver. Thanks for watching. Adios. Bye. I ain't even get to taste my pancakes. Danke. Thank you for watching. Adios. Bye.